Moving cities and moving countries is like the ultimate hack for growth.
Yeah.
When I started, I came to New Zealand because I was used to being pampered in the Philippines. I didn't know how to use a washing machine. So it was a hard transition for me, moving to New Zealand. My dad's like, no, you're not going back to the Philippines anymore. I'm not the type of person to dwell in the past. I'm a very chill person.
Yeah,
I always like, okay, let's go. We're moving forward.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever's left behind is left behind. I'm that type of person. I wanted to take control in everything. And there was a moment of my life where I'm not in control of my life. I am not in control of what is going on around me.
Yeah.
I have to let go of that loss. And there was a moment of my life where I prayed and I learned the value of having grace in silence. I love being kind to other people because that's the one thing that we could give to other people, and it's free.
Welcome to Talk with the Courageous Heart. I'm glad you are here today. Let's take a moment to breathe, settle in, and begin today's conversation.
Kia whanau, welcome to another episode of Talk with a Courageous Heart. Alright, before I get this person into the chair, I would like to do an introduction. Well, I've known this person for about 9 years now, and she was single back then, single and ready to mingle. And in a way, she taught me a lot about like love and how to grow in faith and how to be a better man. Like she set the example from my early like late teens, probably since when I was 19 years old. So I thought, okay, I need to ask this person to come to my podcast, so because of perspective, how courage plays a different part or a role through different seasons in her life. So we will get to know this person more as we go through this journey. Without further ado, I would like to invite Kathy. Come on in, please. Thanks, Ate. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm so good now that I've seen you.
Yeah.
Next to me.
Really?
Yeah. And thank you for saying yes. I do appreciate you coming today. Hopefully it's going to be a good conversation.
Hopefully. I'm quite nervous being here, to be honest.
Why are you nervous?
I'm in front of a camera. I'm not used to being in front of a camera.
Don't talk to cameras.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
But I know that there's a camera there, that's why. But it's fine, okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Just think it's flat. Yeah, the cameras are flat. All right. Ate, well, before that, I just want to explain why I call Kathy Ate. Ate means older sister in Tagalog, right?
Yes.
Originally from Philippines. So I've been always calling her Ate, which is the older sister. Now it's come to a point it's weird to call her by her name. So I don't feel like calling you by her name. So I'll call you Ate, and I hope that's okay. So I might know who you are, but for the people who's watching this don't really know who you are. So if I ask you, who are you? How would you describe yourself?
Hello everyone, my name is Kathy. Who am I? As of the moment, I would tell myself and tell the world, I am a wife to my husband Jeff. I am a mother. I am a daughter to my parents, and I am a child of God.
Wow.
That is how I'll define who I am. That is what encompasses me at the moment of who I am as a person.
Thank you for that beautiful explanation, Ate. I appreciate that. But if we haven't seen an episode of this podcast, how this works, I ask my guests 5 questions, how courage play a role through different seasons in their lives. And at the end of those 5 questions, I ask them one signature question that I ask every guest of mine. And also I will give my guest an opportunity to ask me a question. And it's only optional. You don't have to ask me a question if you don't have one. So in saying that, shall we dive into first question?
Okay. What's your first question?
Oh, good. Let's do this.
Yeah.
You have experienced a lot of change in your life, moving cities for study and later moving countries altogether. Looking back, how did those transitions shape you, who you are today?
Moving cities and moving countries is like the ultimate hack for growth. I was only 15 when I moved to Cebu.
Okay.
I don't know if you know where Cebu is.
I've been to Cebu last
Yeah.
year. Yes.
Have you been to Cebu?
Jeremy's wedding.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember. Yeah, I moved to Cebu when I was 15 after I graduated high school. I moved there for college.
Yeah.
And then when I moved there, I know the language, but I was so shy to speak it. I can understand them fluently because most of my relatives from my mom's side speak Cebuano or
Okay,
Bisaya.
like Bisaya,
So
yeah.
I can understand it fully, but I was so shy
To speak.
to speak it
Ah.
because I wasn't used to speaking.
Yeah, yeah.
I was having a different dialect
Yeah.
in my hometown.
Is it not? Was it Tagalog? Or
No, it's
different
Cebuano.
one?
It's Cebuano.
Ah, okay.
And I can't call it Bisaya as well, because when you say Bisaya, there's dialects
Ah,
within Bisaya.
okay.
So it's Cebuano.
Yeah,
Yeah. And most of my relatives from my mother's side speak that language, so I can understand them fully. But when I moved to Cebu, I was so shy. Being a 15-year-old, moving to a big city, I came from a very small city. I was just like, this is very daunting.
Yeah.
I'm so shy to speak. I don't know that many people. I only know my auntie and my cousins, but
Yeah.
I don't live with them. So I live with strangers, I should say. I live in a flat where it's my first time meeting all of those people. So it's the ultimate hack for growth. So I had to force myself to grow as a person, to grow on how I interact with other people,
Yeah.
how I meet with other people. And then after 7 years of living in Cebu, we moved to New Zealand.
Yeah.
It's another country. It's
Yeah.
not just another city.
Like whole
It's-
new country.
It's a whole
yeah.
new country.
And whole new language.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I had to relearn again things. I had to introduce myself, to
Yeah.
get to know other people. It was very different. And I've met different people with different various walks of life wherever they are. I've learned to do a lot of things.
Yeah.
It was everything that I've been through has changed me in a way. I grew as a person. I grew, I'd say, in my career maybe, but I was still studying at that time when I moved to Cebu. And then I learned to use things.
Yeah.
Funny story.
Like what? Yeah.
Funny story, and I came to New Zealand because I was used to being pampered in the Philippines. I didn't know how to use a washing machine.
Okay, that's okay. I mean,
Like,
yeah.
I've seen a washing machine, I know what it does. But when I came here, I was asking my mom, how do you use a washing machine? Like, what do you press here? That's why it changed me. Like, now I'm just like, I can tell everyone how to use a washing machine. I
Yeah.
can tell everyone how to cook.
Yeah.
I can tell everyone, like, it helped me grow as a person. And then all the different experiences that I've had in life and meeting with those people, it became a part of who I am today. It became a stronger me. It became who I am as a person, how I interact with other people, what the stories of different people.
Yeah. The most important person you met in New Zealand, I would say it's me. Just kidding. But thank you for sharing that. Moving countries is not easy. Like, you know, it's a whole different city, whole different language, whole different culture. I found that transition very hard because when I was growing up in Sri Lanka, we used to play with neighbors and everything. But when I moved here, no one was there to play with. So I really found it really hard in terms of socializing. So yeah, I actually know how it feels like. But I think you moved with your family, is that right?
Yes, I moved with my family. My parents came here first, and then I moved with my sister. So,
Okay.
but it was just a very sad moment when I moved here because I wasn't prepared of moving here for good.
Oh, okay.
I was still studying. I was in my last year of university in the Philippines when I
In
moved
Cebu?
here.
Yeah.
In Cebu.
Yeah.
So all of my classmates, they were like on their last years, like, hey, it's our last year. We're gonna have our final project. We're gonna
Yeah.
have our final thesis, and you know all those like group projects, and then you're that's the thing that you're looking forward to, and then graduating.
Yeah.
And then
working after.
it was my last year, and then when I moved here, I was just like, I was questioning a lot. It's like, why do we have to move here? I was on my last year in the university, and then I have to go back again to first year here, and then I have to meet new friends again, and then what I've studied in the Philippines, I would say it didn't go to waste, but at the same time, it's like I had already 4 years, because in the Philippines, engineering is 5 years. So,
Oh, I see. Okay.
yeah, so
Okay.
I was already incoming fifth year,
Fifth year.
and I was just like, I just have 1 year. Can I just go back? So it was a hard transition for me moving to New Zealand. My dad's like, no, you're not going back to the Philippines anymore.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. That story. Like, it just really shows the struggles that moving countries. I mean, moving, like, especially when you are like young adult and like moving to a different country, different culture. It's really challenge you.
Yeah.
You describe courage as moving forward. When we did the preparation for this interview, you described courage as moving forward and learning from the past. Was there a moment in your life where moving forward felt especially hard, but you did it anyway?
I'm not the type of person to dwell in the past. I'm a very chill person.
Yeah,
I
you are.
I always
Yeah.
like, okay, let's go. We're
Yeah,
moving
yeah,
forward.
yeah.
Okay, whatever's left behind is left behind. I'm
Yeah.
that type of person. I guess I'll try to connect this to my first answer with moving on. It was so hard for me to move on when I arrived here. I went through, I didn't say depression, but I went through anxiety attacks.
Yeah.
Like, it was hard. Like, why am I'm questioning my parents. I was always like, those young adults, like, I hate being here. I don't like talking to my dad. I don't like talking to my mom.
Yeah.
I don't like you. Why did you bring me here? I have my
Yeah.
friends here. So it was hard. I said earlier, I didn't know how to use the washing machine.
May I ask you,
Yeah.
how old were you when you moved here?
I was 22. It wasn't that
Wow.
young.
Yeah.
It wasn't that young, but
Yeah.
I already established my life, and
Yeah.
I didn't have that mindset of I'm going to move to another country to, like other young adults. Their mindset's like, okay, I'm moving to another country to have a better life. I want to support my family. Like, I want to grow as a person. I want to explore myself. I wasn't that type of person. I was kind of like forced to come here. It's like, you're coming here because the age limit is 23. You have to be here before 23. You have to move here by 23.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to move. Like, I was just like, why? Like, we were not that rich in the Philippines, but I
Yeah.
would say we were comfortable.
Yeah, comfortable, and you had
Yeah.
a good life there.
I had a good life there. Someone would cook
Yeah,
food for
food for you.
us.
Yeah, you don't have to. You
I
don't
don't have to do anything.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
coming here, I'm just like, it took me at least a year,
Yeah.
because I'll always talk to my friends like, I hate being here. I don't want to live in New Zealand. And then I studied at Canterbury, and I was like, I don't know anyone. I don't like the people here. But I did it anyway
Because it was out of your comfort
it
zone.
was out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
And then I realized, if I have to be doing it like this, if I have to be stopping myself from moving forward, from moving on, I'll miss opportunities. So,
That's right. That's right.
yeah, and then that's when I came to realize that my parents came here for us, not
Yeah,
for them.
not for
it was
them,
for
no.
us to
Yeah, that's
have
right.
a better life. I'd say it's not as comfortable as when we were in the Philippines,
Yeah.
but it is a better life.
Yeah.
Whatever we have at the moment, we can go from one place to another without worrying about 3 hours of being stuck in the traffic like
That's
in the
right.
Philippines.
That's
We
right.
can buy whatever we want because we have work,
That's
we
right.
have job, and
That's
then
right.
we can buy a house. That kind of life is what my parents wanted us to have. That's when I realized I have to move on.
That's right.
Even though I don't want to.
You didn't want to, but yeah.
Because yeah,
For greater good,
for a greater good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? One thing we're missing here.
Yeah.
Jollibee.
Yes. Yes.
Jollibee is all the way.
Yes, that's always my first meal every time I go back to the Philippines.
I know. I had it every day when I was there. It's so good.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. So when we did the preparation for this interview, you mentioned going through painful seasons, including pregnancy loss, without going into details unless you wish to. How did that experience change the way you see life, faith, or yourself? Because this must have been a really hard time.
It's a season That happened in 2021.
Yeah.
So there was almost a year, not even a year, just like, because we got married in August 2020. And then I had an ectopic pregnancy in April. So it wasn't even a year of us being married. And then I wasn't prepared for the pregnancy or being in an ectopic pregnancy because we were doing marathons and all of this stuff.
Yeah.
So I wasn't the point of my life where I was a sporty kind of person. Like, I'm having a marathon. I just finished a half marathon.
I forgot you did that. I remember looking at your stories. Yes,
I was in my sporty era. I was doing dragon boating.
Wow.
Yeah, I was doing.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
We compete for dragon boat. It wasn't just like
too.
a dragon boat. Like, so I was competing for dragon boating, and I was in my sporty era. So that was the moment I was so high with, yes, I'm going to be like this kind of person. It was like, everything was very like high.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I felt a sudden pain in my stomach. I didn't know I was pregnant at the time.
Okay.
And I was just like, maybe I just had a bad food. And then I went to the doctor, and then I told my doctors, like, I have this painful thing here. Maybe I just had a bad food. I ate so much spice over the weekend. That's even what I told my doctors. Like, I ate a lot of spicy food. Maybe that's what's causing.
Yeah.
And then my doctor pressed here. And then she's like, maybe you're pregnant. I was like, oh, maybe. And I was so excited because I was just like, am I pregnant? And then I had pregnancy test. And then when she pressed again, so the pregnancy test turned out to be positive. So I turned out that I was pregnant.
Yeah.
But when she pressed something on my stomach, she said, I think you have an ectopic pregnancy, and it's an emergency.
And what does that mean, ectopic
So what
pregnancy?
happens with ectopic pregnancy is there's a baby, but it's outside the uterus.
Uterus? Oh.
So in my case, it was in the right fallopian tube.
Oh, okay.
So it wouldn't grow.
Grow.
Like, yeah. If it grows, it would be a poison to my body, and it could cause death.
Oh,
to
I see.
mother.
Okay.
So they have to remove it.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that I was pregnant at the time.
Yeah.
So, and then when she said, it's emergency, you have to go to the
Wow.
hospital, you have to get checked.
Yeah.
And then she rang the ultrasound. She said, you need to have an ultrasound, you need to have a blood test. You need to do everything today. And I was still processing. The thought of I was pregnant. And at the same time, I was processing that this is an emergency.
Yeah.
So I went to the ultrasound, I had a blood test. And then the ultrasound came, it's like, oh, we couldn't see anything. This is definitely an ectopic pregnancy. And I'm just like, oh, okay. And then she said, you have to go to the hospital right now. It's like, okay. But the ultrasound clinic was just 5 minutes away.
Okay.
It's like we used to live in Madras Street in an apartment. And then the ultrasound clinic was 5 minutes away walk.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I might go home first. I'll take the car because I only walk coming here. And she said, no, you don't have time to get the car. Just go straight to the hospital now.
Wow.
And I'm just like, I didn't know how
dangerous it was.
dangerous it was.
Yeah.
And she's like, you have to go to the hospital. You want me to call the ambulance? And I'm just like, no, I'll go to the hospital. And I was like, what is going on? I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'll go to the hospital right now. I got to the hospital, and then everyone was like, oh, we're waiting for you. I was supposed to have a surgery that night, but because there were other emergency surgery, so I got scheduled the next morning, the first thing in the morning. It was hard for me to process what was going on with the pregnancy, and that was the state of my life where I thought, because I'm a very independent person, like moving to another city at 15.
Yes.
I had to figure out things on my own. I wanted to take control in everything. And that was a moment of my life where I'm not in control of my life. I am not in control of what is going on around me.
Yeah.
I have to let go of that loss. And that was a moment of my life where I prayed and I learned the value of having grace in silence, and thinking that you can't control everything.
No, you can't. No, that's right.
Ask for prayer from God to give you the grace to accept what's going on, to give you the understanding of what is going on in your life, to give you the wisdom and the knowledge that I didn't know I was pregnant. I was like, I wanted to be pregnant.
Yeah.
Like, we wanted to have a baby at the time.
Yeah, but it was unexpected.
It was unexpected.
Yeah.
So I prayed for God to give me the grace
Yeah.
to let me understand, and God sent me people. So it was a different state, but it gave me that grace.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I did the consecration at the time because I was on leave for a month
Oh,
because I
okay.
had 2 surgeries after that. So during my first one, I had to take 2 weeks off.
Okay.
And then they still monitored my blood test. So I was doing HC blood test. And then after 2 weeks, they noticed a spike on my hormone level for pregnancy. And they were wondering, what is going on? It should be going down because we've already removed the pregnancy that was inside your fallopian tube. So I had another surgery. So I was off for a month.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I did during that time the consecration to Mother Mary.
Yeah.
I read books, and it made me have a greater faith and
Because
just enjoying
it's
grace.
interesting you say that, because like usually when something that happen, your faith, like you question your faith,
Yeah.
and it's very courageous of you to ask God the blessings, and you still like move forward with even more faith.
Yes, because
Yeah.
I realize I can't control everything,
can't,
and it's
no.
only God who knows what is going on.
That is right.
God has
yes.
planned for us.
Yeah.
He might not even plan for me to have an ectopic pregnancy, but he had plans of when we'll have our children. He had plans of what is going on with our lives. Like all those small moments. So yeah,
That's
I've
right.
learned to accept those ones. So.
Adil, thank you for sharing that story, and thank you for being vulnerable, and thank you for sharing the story. Especially, I know it's not something easy to share, and I really honor and affirm that from you, and thank you for sharing that. Because I know like there are many people going through that, and you are an inspiration for those people by sharing this story of you. How did you how you deal with it and everything. Kindness and faith is very important to you. Was there a moment when being kind was actually the hardest thing to do, and what did that teach you about yourself?
I love being kind to other people because that's the one thing that we could give to other people, and it's free.
It is free, isn't it?
It is
Yeah,
free. You
it
don't
is
have
free. Yeah, that's
don't
right.
have to pay for anything.
Yeah.
But one of the lessons that taught me about kindness, I had to go through hard kindness. Because I'm the type of person, like, I don't like seeing other people, like, what do I call this? Like, just being, I don't know, I'm the type of person that if I see you alone in one corner, I'd go straight to you. Like, I talk to you. And then I don't like someone being alone. Maybe because I've also experienced that myself. Because I'm not a talkative person.
Yeah.
I like sitting in silence.
Yeah.
And then sometimes because I don't reach out to other people, I sometimes feel, I don't know, I feel that loneliness sometimes, and I don't want other people to feel that
Feel that way.
loneliness.
Yeah.
I don't want other people to feel that.
Yeah.
That is why I love being kind to other people. But what was the hardest thing about being kind is I wasn't kind of myself as well.
Oh, so you can relate to those people.
I can relate to those people, but at the same time, I went through hard kindness.
Yeah.
What it means, like, I became at some time in my life, I became a people pleaser.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I wasn't being kind of myself. Like, I wasn't kind of saying no to other people because I want to please other people. So
Yeah.
I always say yes to other people.
Yeah.
I wasn't kind of looking after myself. Like, if someone asked me for something and then they want to get it taught, I was like, okay. Especially when I'm just like, oh, I wanna eat this one,
Yeah.
and I wanna shower longer.
Yeah.
But someone needs me, so I'll
You
but
sacrifice that and you go to the
yeah,
other,
you know
the
that
person.
that hard kindness. So I had to go through that hard kindness, and then learn that I have to be kind to myself first
That's right.
before what I give to others. Like,
Yeah.
being kind to others is good, but I have to start it with myself because
Yeah.
what will I give them if
Yeah.
I'm not even kind to myself?
In a way, it's self-love.
It is self-love.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. So you were saying that, like, you weren't kind yourself, and you understand what other people are going through because of that.
Yeah.
And I feel like you are a very talkative person when you know
Yes.
people around
Yeah.
you, when you're comfortable. And I feel like I'm the same. When I don't know people, I don't talk at all. Just like when I'm comfortable with people, I just can't stop talking. So, but yeah, thank you for sharing that, and thank you for thank you for like behalf of those people that you felt, you made them feel supported. You made them feel not alone. I thank you behalf of them.
You're welcome.
Did you hear, guys? She said you guys are welcome. Okay. Moving to fourth question. Actually, the last one, to be honest.
Yeah.
Becoming a mother
Yes.
has been a deeply meaningful chapter for you.
Yeah.
How has given to your daughter? How has given to your daughter? I'm sorry. I'll ask again. Becoming a mother has been a deeply meaningful chapter for you. How has giving birth to your daughter reshaped what courage looks like in your life in your life now?
Yeah.
And then given the fact she's only 2 years old.
She's 2 months old.
2 months old. I mean, yeah, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
2 months old. And
Yeah.
how did that change you?
No one prepares you to that first night
Yeah.
of being a mother.
Wow.
Like, having a baby doesn't come with a manual.
It does not.
They don't teach, like, they teach you, like, what the cues are.
What to expect, kind
what
of,
to
like, not
expect,
really.
But not really.
No, not really,
like,
no.
Your baby doesn't come out like, here you go.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's no manual that comes with it. If this is what you're going to
Yeah.
do, if it doesn't stop, go to B.
You kind of have to figure it out by yourself.
And it changed me a lot.
Yeah.
It changed my whole universe. It changed the way I sleep. It changed my everyday life. It changed my priorities in life. How that courage of me being a mother taught me is it gave me another courage that I didn't know I could really stand on.
Yeah.
Like what I said earlier, like I used to be a people pleaser, but when I had my daughter, I could easily say no to things.
Yeah.
Like if someone touches my daughter, I would tell them,
No.
sorry, do
Yeah.
not touch my daughter.
Yeah.
No kissing with
Yeah.
my daughter. Please don't carry my daughter. I don't like you carrying my daughter.
Yeah.
I stopped being a people pleaser
Yeah,
because
yeah.
of my daughter. I have
And
that courage
because-
of just saying no.
Yeah, because your daughter is your priority now.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
And you had to look after her.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. Is there any other kind of changes that you kind of had to sacrifice being a mom? Like sleep is a big thing, I would say.
What sleep? When you're, especially the first month, the baby cries almost every 2 to 3 hours. Then you have to feed the baby.
Yeah.
And then the baby poos after
Yeah.
after feeding.
Yeah.
Like what sleep? You only
What
get 2 hours. The first month, I would say I'll be lucky if I get 4 hours straight.
Wow.
The whole day.
Wow.
And then sometimes the baby doesn't want to be put down, so you're carrying the baby,
The whole
and then
time.
the baby's still asleep, and then you're really sleepy, but you're afraid that the baby might fall, so you're like wide awake. So that was during the first month, but now
Yeah. You're getting kind of
I'm
used
getting
to it.
like,
that
yeah,
rhythm.
I'm getting
Yeah.
not getting used to it, but I'm getting
Like,
longer sleep,
yeah.
and then I now get to eat 3 times a day.
That's nice.
Because when you have the baby, and then especially if you're at home by yourself,
Yeah.
because my husband Jeff, he worked after two weeks of me giving birth.
Mm-hmm.
So we were alone at home, and then if the baby, I was carrying the baby and I just like wanted to eat. So that's a different change as well, and a change in career.
Yeah.
Before I had my baby, I was also thinking I wanted to be like this. I
Yeah.
wanted to be a senior analyst.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wanted to have this much money. But when I had the baby, I'm just like, I don't even want to go back to work.
Fair enough.
I was just like, I'll go back to work because I need the money, but I'm going back part-time. I'm not thinking about my career anymore. I just want to be with my baby, with our daughter. I wanted to support her on her first years of life,
Yeah.
first years here on earth.
Yeah.
Career and everything.
It's
changed.
like having a baby changes everything. Yeah. Like it changes everything the way you look at life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so we've gone through all the 5 questions. Now this is a part where if you have a question for me, you can ask me. Do you have a question for me?
If there's one thing that your viewers wanted want them to remember this podcast for,
Yeah.
what is it?
I want them to remember this podcast by like real talk with real people. Like,
Yeah.
like my thing is that people always, like many podcasts, people always interview like celebrities and influencers, but like I realize we don't have to look far. We don't have to go that far because we have people in our own community that does a lot, that impacted many people a lot, but their story we never heard their story. So I want the internet to remember this podcast by where this podcast gave real people a real place to share their real story. So I think, yeah, I just came up with it now. I hope I gave you a good answer. So yeah, I hope they would remember my podcast by I give this podcast give a real place to real stories for real people. That's catchy. Oh my god, how was on my mind? Anyway, thank you I hope that I gave you a good answer, and thank you for asking that really interesting question. So before we end, I need to ask you one more question that I always ask all of my guests. What is one sentence you would say to someone who feels like giving up right now?
Giving up in life or giving up in general?
In general, I would say.
To not give up. Life is too short to be worrying too much. Do not worry about anything. Just continue, have the courage to move on. There's always a better life ahead of you.
Amen. Yeah. Amen to that. Ate, thank you so much for coming today.
No, thank you for inviting me.
I just took a shot.
Yeah.
I was like, I need to ask her. She might say no, but it would be great if she said yes. And thank you for saying yes right away. I do really appreciate that.
Did I say yes right away?
You did, yes, yeah, right away.
Yeah, but thank you for inviting me for this podcast.
And thank you for I know how busy you guys are with the newborn kid. Thank you for making this time. I can't be more grateful for you for making this time. Before I leave, I really had a great time with this conversation.
Thank you.
I hope you had a great time too. Did you have a good time?
I did.
That's good.
This is very interesting.
Yeah. You're not nervous anymore, are you?
Pardon?
Are you nervous? You're not nervous anymore, are you?
Not anymore.
Exactly.
I was very nervous before sitting down here, but now just like we can still talk for another hour.
Yeah, I know.
Want.
It's just because you're talking to me. I think that's why you get used to it because you don't talk to the camera. You talk to me.
Yeah.
So it's basically like two humans having conversation. That's pretty much it. Again, thank you for coming. I do really appreciate that. Before I leave, I wanna thank the owners of this beautiful cafe for letting me use their space for my podcast. If you're ever in Christchurch or in the city, please give these guys a try. It's called Petai Street Cafe and Dine. They have good food, they have good coffees. So if you're ever in Christchurch, it's right next to the new stadium of Christchurch in Christchurch. Please give this guy a try if you're in Christchurch. So in saying that, thank you for tuning in today. I hope we were able to inspire a few people. We were able to relate to few people through my conversation with Kathy. In saying that, I will leave you with hope and promise that I would be back again with another courageous heart. Until then, be safe, be courageous. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was great. You've done so well.
No, I can.
This podcast is still growing, so every follow and share truly means a lot. Thank you for listening to Talk with a Courageous Heart.